Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Please come on in and join me. I have some messages to share with you, and hopefully it'll be short this time. Okay? Pardon me. But I hope you're doing well wherever it is you are, and I appreciate you tuning in. Let's get started. Let me put a little bit of gloss on and my glasses, and let's get this show started. Today is Monday, October the 6th. I don't have my other phone with me, so I could only estimate the time. I believe it's about 7:30 p.m. Okay. So let me share. And the reason why I'm coming on, well, I should be coming on more often to share these messages that are backed up. We have a backlog here. But other than that, the main reason I'm coming on is because I received a 311 message. And I don't know if I shared this before in prior videos, but when I get a 311 or a 211 or a 911, it's almost like it's an emergency. There's some kind of urgency there. So with the 311, that alerts me to some PSA, a public service announcement. So we could be looking out any day now for a public service announcement, and this is going to be on the main stage. Okay, so it's not going to be hard to verify what I am about to go into. I don't know what it is exactly, but I know it's going to be a public service announcement because the 311 came to me again. 311 came to me a few days ago, maybe a week or so, as a part of the message that I did not share yet. So the fact that the 311 is coming out again is either I'm supposed to share that message or at least that particular part of the message. Okay, so we have the 311 here, and that was from September 29th. Okay, but I didn't take it as 311, how we usually, read into numbers. I took it as a scripture reference, which the scripture reference still stands. And I'm going to go into that scripture today, just one verse really. If you feel led to read the entire chapter, that's on you. I would behoove you to do so, okay? But that 311 and the 311 that's being channeled today, they coincide, okay? They kind of go hand in hand. So I'm going to start with the most recent message and make the connection to Revelation 3:11 somewhere throughout this process. So please follow along, okay? So let me go to the 3:11. And I don't even think I wrote the date down, okay? But it's today. It's either yesterday to today. So yesterday would have been October the 5th. Today's October 6th. So it's within the same time frame, the same 24 hours. Okay, so here is the message about this 311. And the 311, it could be a PSA, like I said. I strongly believe that it is. Or it could be about a broadcaster, somebody who gives public service announcement. I know anybody, especially these days in social media, everyone kind of has access to a platform to broadcast something. So it doesn't have to be relegated to TV broadcasting. But whoever this person is, again, they're going to be some kind of public figure, a highly influential person, a celebrity, okay? Public figures, politicians will fall under that category more so than celebrity, even though politicians have somehow become celebrities, okay? So again, if this is not an actual PSA, this is about somebody who gives PSAs, okay? And this PSA is going to have many people confounded, okay? Because I'm getting a lot of bewilderment here, okay? It's going to cause some kind of sudden upset, sudden change, okay? But this is purposeful, this is orderly, and this is going to extend the length of something else, Okay, and by length, this could be period of time, or it could be a physical extension. Okay, yeah, I'm not getting like humiliation like I usually do. I'm not getting elimination either, but I'm getting a announcement that's going to be very impactful to many people. Okay, this may have to do something with Texas, Houston, Texas. I'm not 100% certain, but Houston did come out. I actually heard pray for Houston or praying for Houston. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to be some kind of a natural disaster, and you're going to have somebody who is going to be a spokesperson to provide information to the masses about some kind of situation. Doesn't have to be natural disaster, okay, but a situation that may or may not be taking place in Texas. Okay, but whatever this is, some people, most people, it appears, are going to be confused. They're going to be perplexed. They're going to be taken off guard. They're going to feel as if something is being taken away from them. But again, when the smoke clears and the dust settles, we shall see, or those who are concerned with whatever this is, we'll see the benefit. Okay, I don't know if there's going to be an official video that's going to go viral, that's going to rectify something that's already occurred, that's going to bring some kind of clarity, or if there is a situation that's about to happen and we're going to have some official video as evidence, as proof. Okay, because there's something about official video here as well. This may also involve some level aspect or an actual participant or a person who is actually an architect, okay, a chief architect, okay, a chief constructor. This is a craftsman, artisan, somebody who builds, okay, so master builder. You might be seeing the numbers 22, where this person might be affiliated with some kind of Masonic society, and they have reached that degree in their initiation. Okay, take that however it resonates. These messages may or may not resonate with you, so be sure to only take what's for you, leave the rest, or you could take the rest as entertainment. Okay, but there's something about a building here, or something that somebody's building, that is just not going to pass inspection. Now, this doesn't even have to be a physical building. This could be the body. Okay, this could be an organization, like a body of people. Okay, there's something that's just really shoddy about the project, about this work, and it might come to collapse. It might break apart. It might be demolished. Okay, just torn down, because again, the foundation is not solid. Okay, somebody else, you might be building something beautiful here. If you are the master craftsman, the person who has legitimate precision in building, meaning you get the conception of an idea. Okay, you know how to execute that idea, what it's going to take, the materials, the timing, the length of time. You oversee the project, and you could guarantee, okay, if there's integrity in each part of the building process. Okay, so you have quite the responsibility here, but you also have the blueprint for whatever it is that you are building. This was really given to you, a divine blueprint to assist your workmanship. Okay, you have the qualities. If you're not a builder already, you definitely have the qualities and the building blocks to organize, to galvanize, to erect strong structures. And these strong structures could be physical buildings again. Okay, this could be society infrastructure, or it could be you building up strong people, you empowering people, getting people to believe in that inner craftsman that's within, okay, maybe all of us, I'm not sure. Okay, I do believe that each of us have gifts and talents that have been dormant or undiscovered. Okay, and we may need some nudging, okay? Some gentle fostering to help us uncover what those gifts and talents are, and to provide the space for them to be expressed and the room for them to grow. Okay, if you remain God-centered, I believe this part of the message is for somebody specific, but I believe it's good encouragement for all the listeners. If you remain God-centered, or let's say this, God-fearing, Christ-centered, grace-driven, okay? Knowing that the qualities that you have, they're really beautiful, they're really ideal for the laying down of a particular foundation. And these qualities that I'm getting here, whoever I'm speaking to, you have forbearance, like strong endurance, okay? You have self-restraint. You are sound-minded. You are sincere in your endeavors, okay? And again, these are the materials that you are being told to build with, because these can survive divine testing, okay? Whatever it is you are building can stand for extended periods, for some of you even forever, okay? Just know this. Just know this. There's something, or there's someone here who is responsible for building something, and if you remain steadfast, it's going to be a success, and it's also going to be beautiful, okay? So this structure, this art that you're working on, it ties in with beauty. And I know I've been touching on beauty for a few messages now. Like, there's an extremely beautiful person, not just inside in terms of qualities, but aesthetically pleasing to the eyes of many, okay? I made this character as a dream girl, so it might be carrying over to this message, okay? You're beautiful, and what you're building is also beautiful, and it's going to cause some kind of solidarity, some kind of cohesion. All right, so you're not building this just for self, okay? This building is for communal worship. Somebody could be building a church here, okay? Some kind of shelter, some kind of child and youth organization, something for the elderly. I don't know which demographic of the population you focus on, but whatever it is, it's beautiful, it's legitimate, and it's guaranteed completion as long as you continue with the self-control, with the discipline, with the obedience, with the diligence. You shall be successful at whatever this is. But this success, or you just working on this project altogether, will have many people confounded again. Okay, I want to repeat that. It's a major part of this message, both for the 311 and for the architect, just in case it's a separate message. That part covers the entire message, that they will be confounded. Okay, there will be bewilderment. Okay, this is going to be a sudden change. Someone here could be a superintendent, or this message may be about a superintendent of a building who has just not been performing work jobs that are up to code. Okay, something is not going to pass inspection, while something is going to pass inspection. Okay, something is being commissioned, okay, or some kind of commissioning has been received. Something that's being started out at the ground level, grassroots, is going to really sprout up into something beautiful, something prolific, something abundant where many people can benefit from. Okay, so if this does not involve an actual superintendent or commissioner or an anchor, a news anchor, or some kind of popular journalist, or whoever is responsible for some kind of shoddy work, is going to be brought to the attention of many. Okay, something is 311. And I'm going to end it here because I didn't think that that message would be so long. But before I go into any cards, let's go into the Bible, Revelations chapter 3, verse 11, because I will be remiss if I leave this out. Okay, so Revelation 3, verse 11. Something is going red. Somebody's in the red. Somebody's seeing red. Something about the color red. Reason why I say this, because it's all red here. This is all the words of Christ. Okay. So again, with the red, that gives me alert. That gives me emergency. Okay. Somebody needs to stop what they're doing and take heed. Okay. Red, danger, danger also is coming to mind. Okay, so this 311 might be an announcement about some kind of dangerous situation, okay, or a dangerous altercation, okay. Not too sure, but please be advised that some kind of announcement cometh quickly. Here is what verse 11 of chapter 3 Revelation states, okay? Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. I feel like I need to go on to verse 12. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God, and he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my God, and the name of the city of my God, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my God, and I will write upon him my new name. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. I'm going to stop there. So I read from 11 to 13. Okay, so this announcement could be about New Jerusalem. It could be something concerning Jerusalem, concerning building. Okay, this could be the building of the temple. Okay, this could be the building of a synagogue, of a church. Like I said, this is truly has to do with building. But going back to the key verse, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Again, focus on what you need to focus on, okay? You don't want to be accused of performing or producing shoddy work. And the only way that work could be shoddy is if you are distracted, okay? If you are deceived, if you are under some kind of delusion. But if you remain steadfast in your faith and your belief, if you know that Christ is the master architect, the real builder, and you are building on that foundation, I can most certainly guarantee that whatever it is you're working on won't be easily destroyed. Okay? So I hope that was encouraging for someone. Hold that fast to which thou hast. Don't let nobody come in and take your crown. Okay? Don't let nobody hold you back from what is yours, the destiny that has been preordained for you. Okay, I just saw don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. That is by TLC, okay? That might be someone's favorite song, a song that somebody may have recently listened to. Somebody may be in need of TLC, tender loving care, okay? I know that song or the video touched on some topics. Well, now they're more discussed than then when that song came out. I know there was something about HIV, okay? There's something about gang violence or affiliation and stuff like that, okay? So I might be speaking to someone where that might be relevant, okay? So just be careful here. Don't go too ahead of yourself. Don't be putting your basket where you can't reach, all right? Know what your lane is. Know what your limit is and stay within it, all right? Do not be hesitant or afraid to put up boundaries where boundaries are needed, all right? That's just some sideline notes, some unsolicited advice for whoever wants it, okay? Don't let nobody come in and take your crown. I'm going to stop here. Quite a few came out. Okay. Just checking if there's any clumps that's too thick. All right. For someone here, it's time to shake things up. Shake it up. Shake it up. Shake that table. Okay? Time to shake something up. Okay? Maybe it's a shoddy foundation. You realize you got to start from scratch. You got to start all over again. You need a new beginning. Okay? Maybe something interrupted your building. Maybe something changed the blueprint. But that's the thing, the blueprint should not be changed, okay? So if somebody's trying to affect your foundation, speak up about it, shake things up, okay? If something is not going, or if things are going awry in your living situation, in your residential unit, in terms of repairs, because I know I have been going through some stuff with that, point things out, take photos, you know, document, you do a log or something, and point things out about things in the foundation, things in the fixtures, things in the whole structure that might not be solid, okay, might not be up to code, okay, might not be habitable. All right, you gotta voice your concerns. You could write a letter. I don't know, there's something going on concerning where someone lives, okay? Maybe where someone lives is about to be a shakeup, as in earthquake, okay? But again, that is not coming through strongly, all right? But there could be a 311, a public service announcement about a earthquake, an actual shakeup, or this PSA that I speak of is done to shake something up, okay? Like, didn't I say somebody's going to say some things that are very impactful, okay? And this is subjective, whether the impact is going to be positive or negative. It might appear negative at first, but after a length of time, like I said, after things are shaken up and they settle again, the calm after the storm, so it could be a storm, you'll see that things are going to be purposely ordered and fall back into the place, into the foundation that's necessary, okay? But I will hope continually, and I will yet praise thee more and more. That's taken from Psalm 71, verse 14. Okay, didn't I say just continue to trust in God, stand on the foundation of Christ? Okay, give praise unto the master builder. All right, somebody could be a Cancer. Okay, something could have been shaken up in Cancer season. Okay, something in a building could be a carcinogen. Okay, this could be lead, this could be asbestos, this could be mold, maybe. Okay, some kind of cancer causing agent. Maybe somebody's going to be making an announcement about, to bring to somebody's attention. Okay, these might be common household items that we might not be aware of. Okay, that could be making us sick, making someone sick. Again, I am just putting all this out there. These are just conjectures, speculations, things that are being channeled. Okay, you would have to just take what you think it is for you. Okay, but again, it could just simply mean I'm speaking to somebody who's a Cancer here. Look at this, Molly, you are in danger. Okay, maybe this public service announcement is to inform someone that they are in danger. It could be a Cancer. Okay, you might be telling somebody that they are in danger of contracting cancer, if that could be contracted. Okay, one moment. We have stick with you. We have Leo as well. We have for our God is a consuming fire. We have run this town, and we have the Shekinah. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut the video here. I don't know if I will restart it and go through these notes, but it's time to shake things up nonetheless. Be on the lookout for a public service announcement. All right, take good care of yourselves. Be sure to catch me on the next one, and I'll leave you with my love. Bye bye.